I've come across a handy Chrome extension that allows you to use Immersive Reader on websites. Let me show you how it works. Once you have it installed, you can select text. In this case, I'm going to triple click and select this paragraph. And then you right click, so I'm going to two-finger click on here and choose Help Me Read This. And when I do that, it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to take the text and it's going to make it larger. And it's also going to select words as I read. Now I can go right down here and hit play, but I want to show you a couple of other things to begin with. So there's this A up here in the corner. When I choose this, I can change the font size, the spacing, the actual font itself, and the colors. So sometimes people have difficulty reading because of the font, or the white is too glaring for them. So that's a place that you can make changes on there. Also, there are some grammar options here. So for example, if I turn on nouns, it's going to show where the nouns are on here, or if I turn on verbs, it's going to show where the verbs are on here. Also, there are some preferences as far as line focus. So if you only wanted one line at a time, some people get distracted by the other text that's on there. You can do that, or you can choose 3 lines, or you can choose more lines. And also there is some translate on here. Now I haven't really played with this. It's difficult when you don't know the language if it's actually translating it correctly, but you can give that a shot. So if I play this, I'm going to close this out of here, and if I play this at the bottom.
The word gratitude is derived from the Latin word gratia, which means grace, graciousness, or gratefulness.
So you can see it basically just reads it out loud for you, but a little less of a mechanical voice. To the right of the play button, you can also choose the voice if you prefer a male voice instead of a female, or if you want to adjust the speed, you can do that when you're playing it back. So this can be a pretty handy tool if you are either struggling to read something, or maybe you can do better reading if it's also read out loud to you. How do I get this on my computer? First of all, if you just Google Immersive Reader extension, you will find this Chrome Web Store extension. And then there's a blue button over here that's going to ask you to add this. And you can tell that I already have it added, so that's why it says on here, remove. And extensions show up in your toolbar up here in the upper right-hand corner. And so this is the Chrome extension for Immersive Reader. Now, I don't need to use that at all, because remember that I simply select the text that I want to use, right-click on it, and then choose Help Me Read This. Now let's take this a step further. In our writing, we know that we can do a better job of writing if we hear what we've written. And so we often ask students to read their information out loud, and so that way they can catch errors. In this particular case, we can have the Immersive Reader do that for you. Now, if it's just a plain Google Doc and I select the paragraph and right-click, there is no read this to me on here. So what I need to do, there's a little extra step. You're going to go to File, and you're going to go to Publish to the Web, and you're going to hit Publish. I'm going to say, okay, that I want to do this, and it's going to give me a link. I'm going to copy the link and open this up in a new tab. So I'm going to paste the link up here on the top, and it's going to open up this same thing. Basically, it's just bringing this in as a web page that's on here. Now, when I select the paragraph, it has Help Me Read This. So if you were doing this for a paper for a class, you could have your paper read to you out loud, and then it would catch repeated words, maybe some grammar errors, things like that. I would recommend that you do go back to your original paper and say stop publishing when you're done, so that it's no longer published to the web and accessible to others, and that just protects your privacy a little bit. I hope you find this tool useful.